appear. And I think I got everything around for once. So we'll see. As long as this. Hi everybody, welcome into the stream for today. The what is this? The 6th of April. It's 3 days till my birthday. And what's a better birthday gift to me or something than some Super Mario World? But you didn't even, can you give me a chance to introduce the...
Yeah.
Oh.
What?
Okay, 1 second. Let's restart and give some background information real quickly. This is Super Mario World for the Famicom. It was a bootleg that was created by, I believe they're the Taiwanese developer Hummer Team, and released by the JY company. I think 1995 is what the copyright quote unquote says. But yeah, it's a port of Mario World, and this is the more uncommon version of it, where it has essentially the entire SNES game. It was off a multi-cart. This was, of course, the subject of my first major review. I think it was my 3rd one overall or something. And so it's a pretty important game, I'd say. Anyway, I don't think you've played it before, have you?
No.
I'm joined by Bailey today, by the way. We got rid of Tom. I think he's alone in a cornfield somewhere.
Hopefully.
But yeah, so Bailey will be playing it. I gotta warn you, this is not what you can expect from the actual Super Mario World.
I love how the dinosaur just peers under him.
Yeah.
I'm just like, cool.
He actually, if you don't have Yoshi, I think he does turn into like a little small guy. You'll have to see. Anyway, hit start. Yeah, 1995. 1 player. And then...
See, I didn't even press anything.
Yeah, it's weird how this version works. Go to 1, and then walk... Can you walk down? Yeah. Let's just play it out like we normally would. That's level 3. Okay,
What?
1 second.
Oh, okay. Well, see, I've never played it.
Yeah, I know. Let me try and I'll get there. Okay, yeah, just that's kind of weird. You'll notice you have 15 lives, which isn't normal. This would be the first area you would go to. So, hopefully this doesn't bring you back to the world map. We'll see. Okay, here you go. So this should give you a chance to sort of get used to the controls, which should feel kind of weird.
Floaty.
What's up with that line? Was that always there? You see that black line?
What black
Right
line?
there.
Oh, that?
Is that? Can you hit that? I don't remember that from the version I played. This is actually my first time with the full version of the game, or however you want it, whatever you want to call it. Some people debate, you know, what exactly to call this version, because it wasn't the most widely available one out there.
Sure.
Okay, so here's level 1, and
that's a weird guy.
he's kind of weird. And what has to be said is that, graphically speaking, it's actually not terrible. It looks pretty good. I think it sounds decent too. Oh.
I died.
It's okay. Oh, you have 16 lives.
Yeah.
No.
Maybe
What?
that black line gave us an extra life.
Oh, maybe. Maybe the house gives you an extra life. I like this idea. So yeah, graphically it looks pretty decent. I think the audio is a lot better than people give it credit for. Something you should know, actually. In the original Super Mario World, you can do a spin jump. You can do that here too, but I think it's up in A now.
Oh,
Yeah.
it is.
Which is kind of tricky to use. Of course, that's one of the disadvantages of making a game that it was made for a controller with 2 triggers, 4 buttons,
Yeah.
and a D-pad and everything, and then converting it to an NES controller.
Mm.
But all things considered, they didn't do a god-awful job. Piranha plants look really good.
They do. I agree.
One thing that's kind of weird is that Mario actually runs up hills faster than he would than he walks on ground. So if you hold B, or whatever button it'd be in this case, yeah, hold B and then go up the hill.
Oh, that is. Is that what you're saying?
This one.
That one?
Yeah.
Oh,
You see how he takes it?
jeez.
It's like a rocket. It's ridiculous. It's yeah. Momentum in this game is weird, which is the common criticism of pretty much every bootleg game ever.
Sure.
The convenient part is if we get stuck on a level for too long, or if you want to move on, looks like we can. You know, we got essentially access to The entire game.
Entire game.
I could give it a try too if you want me
No.
to. No? Okay.
No, you're not good at this game.
I'm not gonna- That's true. This game, I haven't played it recently. That's certainly true.
Okay, you can try.
But I remember having quite a lot of trouble. Okay, so here I go. Level 1. Let's see what I got.
Should have waited till I had like 1 life left and give it to you.
Okay. So jumping is different than I remember it. It feels better than I recall, and that might be because I've been desensitized to horrible bootleg controls. But I feel like I've played worse. Cool. Interesting factoid. The Mario sprite they used here, for whatever reason, it uses his It uses his Mario world body and his Mario 3 head. They kind of like, I don't know.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It's weird.
Cobbled it together. If I recall, I don't think the midpoints work. That might have been something that
They fixed in this version.
yeah, or I might be thinking of the Super Mario World 64,
Oh,
which is another bootleg.
sure.
Shoot. Oh, okay. I mean, that's kind of impressive though that they were able to get that down. I mean, some of this stuff is pretty cool, you know, for a bootleg. And I would still say it's one of the better ones out there, because there's a lot of crappy bootleg games. It honestly doesn't get enough credit. Oh, jeez. Let me out. Okay. So, first level down. Not doing too bad so far. You want to do the next one and go? We'll switch off.
Yeah.
So, here's another example. The backgrounds in particular, as we'll see here, are really well rendered. It looks nice. I mean, if you're familiar with what, well, serious slowdown. What?
I guess it doesn't like all the Koopas.
Yeah, that wasn't fair. I don't think you really touched that guy. But the backgrounds look really nice. The music is, once again, I don't think it's awful. I think it's a decent recreation of... I mean, it could be a lot worse. You look at the Syntax games or whatever, and they just stole music, you know? And it might not sound awful, but at least here they took the time to try and recreate it.
Yeah.
You know, the original music.
Sorry, I wanted to mess with them again.
Yeah, I wonder, in the original Super Mario World, you can grab that shell
Yeah,
and then
I
launch
fling
it
it the wrong way.
Okay, so it does hit them. Interesting.
But it doesn't kill them.
Yeah, at least all of them.
Nothing kills them.
I mean, there are some problems here. This isn't like a... I mean, it's clear this is not an official Nintendo game. You know?
What?
They did
I thought it was official.
I mean, they did a good job with what they had, but... The way that things disappear so quickly off the screen is definitely not something that you'd find in a official Mario game. By pressing select, you actually get the thing that's down in the box below. You don't want to do that right now because you already have a mushroom. But if you become small Mario again, you can do that.
Okay. Oh my God.
Here's Yoshi. Interesting thing about Yoshi, actually, is what?
Just beat him.
That's what happens in the original game too. Yoshi abuse is real, and it's a problem.
Oh jeez, I never knew. What's wrong with me?
I'd be really interested to see what people can do with these bootleg games, because I don't know if you saw, but there's a pretty cool thing that got done in the official version of Mario World. I think it was last week, where
I want him back.
this YouTuber... Oh jeez! He's coming for you! Oh my god!
Oh, that's
Vicious.
disgusting.
Those guys. So there's some differences in enemy placements and enemy choices, just because I don't think they could fit it all
Yeah,
onto the cartridge.
like the guys that pop out of the side.
Yeah, it would have been the moles.
They went
Instead, it was the Gambas. Okay, so the midpoint does work. We're confirmed for midpoint. That guy's got for you. I think you can get another Yoshi here. The star plays weird music. It plays the Valley of Bowser music from the original game instead of the Star Power theme, which is a little bit weird. It doesn't really fit.
Also,
It's very aggressive.
yeah.
Okay, here'd be a good time to use your select. If you hit select,
Which
see,
one select?
that one right here, and that'll pretty much guarantee you can make it to the end of the level. The Yoshi should help a lot. A while ago there was actually a project to, because the graphics are decent, I think. As a matter of fact, I think they capture the Mario World ones pretty well. Oh, here,
Actually, that
yeah,
part.
here's like a little thing they added. There's a P switch up in that box. You gotta hit that and then. Nice. That part is actually really tricky.
Yeah.
So that was, yeah, just with how the controls are. So you did really good. Cool. Want to switch off actually every other level? That'd be a good way to do it.
Yeah, we can.
Okay. You should just keep it. There was a graphics restoration project a while ago to make the graphics in this game more like the graphics in the original. Though,
Oh, yeah.
to my knowledge, that
Didn't.
that hasn't gone anywhere since it was announced. See that up there?
Yeah.
That weird thing in the sky? That's
Okay.
the logo of the JY company, the people who were behind this.
Really. Interesting. Interesting.
It's so weird when you hit the air. The momentum doesn't carry like you might expect.
Nope.
And of course, here you don't actually see what's going on until you've fallen once. So that's a little tricky. But they were nice enough to at least have something down there to catch
Yeah.
you. Which maybe some other less kind developers might not take the time to do. I feel really bad about that, but oh well. Yeah, the green guys turn into red guys once you hit them. This is a tricky level for a few reasons. Reason number one is the controls. Reason number two is the controls. It's not... Now, granted, there has been worse controlling games, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure where to classify this, if it's above or below Super Donkey Kong... No, it wasn't. What was it called? Donkey Kong 5, The Journey Over Time and Space. Like, I think it's better than that, actually. I can't really tell, though.
It's definitely better than Pokemon 1.
Which one was it? Oh, yeah, that's terrible Mario 3 thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's better than that, but I don't think you could possibly be worse off. It'd be nice if there was a way to... I don't think there is. A way to... No, you can't. Look around the screen. Mario World had some stuff like that, though I think that was more to the left and the right there. So we'll see.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's great.
At least, it's weird too, right? Because the bottom part is the part they took from Mario World, and the upper part is the part from Mario 3,
Yeah.
and that's where the colorization gets strange. Shoot! That's a hard
Hard
break.
jump.
Hard jump. Yeah, I mean, really, I couldn't have done anything there, but hope that I landed.
Made it.
So, the music is slightly repetitive. This is the title screen music,
Mm-hmm.
but at least it's Mario World music. And I think that is a really big deal for me.
Yeah.
And they're pretty generous here. They put little blocks there. Yeah, I'm noticing things. Oh crap! I'm noticing things now that I didn't notice during my first playthrough, even.
Mm-hmm.
Things that I really like and appreciate. I'll maintain that this is probably my favorite bootleg out there. I don't think it gets much better than this.
Sure.
I'm trying to recall what else I played. I mean, I played that Top Fighter game wasn't bad. It was weird, but it wasn't bad. Donkey Kong Country 4 is another one that's really good, but I don't think it's a coincidence that was developed by the same team. Shoot. You can try, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's a little tricky with the platforms. What else is there out there? That Pikachu, that Pokemon Diamond game was, it's hard for me to think of good things to say about it in retrospect. I know that there was a few. I mean, they were okay with some of the stuff, trying to make the platforming. Well, no, I think I'm thinking of Super Mario World 64 now. I mean, really, Hummer Team has the market cornered on this stuff. Hit detection is 100%.
No, it's not.
One Hummer Team game that I'm not a fan of, that is like a big deal, is Somari the Adventurer.
You don't like Somari?
I don't like Somari. It's too terrible.
I thought you loved it for how terrible it was.
I love it more in theory than in practice. This is something that isn't great that I can get behind. So they needed to run a little bit.
Yeah.
If we lose all our lives, it's okay though, because we can skip this level. This, by the way, this is really appropriate that this level is sort of getting us hung up, because in the original Mario World, this level is also one of the first levels to give people a lot of trouble. And I don't think that's a coincidence. There's a lot of complex stuff going on here. Whew! I hope no one will be disappointed, but I did use save states my first time through this game.
I'm disappointed.
Yeah. It's a tough beast with
Tough nut to crack.
it's a tough nut to crack with the controls and everything, but it's doable, as I think I just showed. I'm really trying to get better about that, actually, using save states. This is kind of a weird thing.
Those guys look like shuffles.
Yeah, don't they? Mario has some weird climbing things. He kind of starts going in, yeah, like there. That was me holding just right, because he bounces off the top of the wall.
That's weird.
It is weird. That guy's got a head injury of some sort.
Shouldn't we have a flower for that?
Yeah, we should have, actually. That's how it was in the original. Here you really want to stick to your 4 main... Oh, wait, you can actually... Oh, that's right! I forgot you could kill those guys, because in the other version I played, shoot, recently you can't.
The first thing you did when you got in here was you killed one of those guys, though.
Was it?
Yeah.
My memory, it's leaving me. But you want to stick to your 4 cardinal directions, because of that bouncing problem that arises from diagonals.
Yeah.
Can you do spin jumps on these guys? I can't tell. I feel like you just kind of glitched around there. This is, of course, edited from the original. You cannot. Okay. Well, honestly, I'm not surprised. This is obviously edited from the original because in the original there was like this scrolling thing with giant pillars that fell on you and stuff. No way the NES could probably pull that off. To my knowledge. I don't think it could do it. Maybe it could. It's kind of tricky. He did a spin jump. I didn't have any intention of doing that. Alright. Oh, wait. This is supposed to be your turn.
No, that's okay.
Oh, okay.
I'm not much good in castles. They're the only things I ever beat in Mario.
Are they? Castles?
No.
Oh. How much Mario, like, are you experienced with? I know you played a lot of Mario 2, right? Not the Lost Levels,
I'm
but
amateur.
the one with the
I'm only amateur.
only amateur.
Only amateur. No, no, I didn't really play much. I watched other people play it.
So you were probably Luigi then, right?
Yeah.
In your history as
Yeah.
playing Mario.
I'd be Luigi.
Honestly, I always liked Luigi. I think because I did end up there, the door was right there.
It was right there.
I played so much of Super Mario World. Oh, this is our last life. You want to attempt it? You can attempt it.
No.
I'm saying
I
go
don't
ahead.
feel the guilt for killing us.
It doesn't matter anyway. Just pick up from where we left off or whatever. I played so much Super Mario World by myself that I'd be Mario a lot. So whenever I could get Tom to play, which wasn't often because he wasn't very good at Super Mario World, at least at the time. It would always be like a great thing to just be able to be the Green Mario, because that's all he was, at least in the original version of the game. Was just a recolored Mario sprite. That was ridiculous. Okay. I don't think I'll actually be able to beat this because these guys are glitchy.
Oh, it's the Resnors.
I didn't even see the last one, but we beat him.
That was good.
Last life. That was a clinch Arno move there.
Yep.
You want to give this one a try?
You go.
The music. Oh, okay. The music changed, which is a neat touch.
Happier times.
This is Happier Times, yeah.
Happier times.
Okay, there's the JY Company logo again. So just sneak into the frame, and we should be able to get a power up here, if I recall. Yep, that's the same. Now we're Flying Man Mario. And I can't... Flying works the same as in the Super Nintendo version, but without the animation to show you that it's working. Which is, all things considered, a neat touch. At least they did something.
Mm-hmm.
And you can abuse it, it seems, just as easily. The Yoshi coin up here. The clouds look really creepy.
They do.
Like, yeah,
places.
uncharacteristically. Yeah, I agree. Ronald McDonald steals children. Ronald McDonald helps children, Bailey. Don't you know?
Helps them see the light.
You put your hand against the left wall. That's what I learned from Ronald McDonald. Yes.
Brothers, they're like baseball brothers.
What are those guys called? They're called, when they charge at you, they're called charging chucks.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're called otherwise. What is this? Is this a ghost house?
Chucking balls.
Chucking balls? I don't think that's what they're called. No, this is just this. That does give you an extra life.
Can I get more? Does it disappear? I
Let's
wonder
see.
if it's just an invisible graphic.
Yeah, you just... Well, that's cool. I'm gonna stock up on lives real quick, because if we can avoid getting a game over, then we should. That's pretty excellent. I mean, it's cool. Like, the overworld map looks really good, I think. An interesting thing about this, is that this all looks great. This all looks almost SNES perfect. It looks a little washed out, but other than that, like, all the visuals are right.
Yeah.
In the game, the visuals are a little weird, but the strange part is that they could have taken them easily from Mario is Missing, because that got an NES release, and Nintendo themselves essentially stole their Super Mario World graphics for that game. So it's interesting that Hummer Team, they drew all these assets for the overworld, and really they could have just stole them from Mario is Missing.
Sure.
Still, pretty decent. We almost got. I think I'll go up to 8 lives, and we'll move on to the next level. Let's go. So, well, which one would this be? So this is another platform heavy level, like spinning platforms and stuff. Something that's worth noting is that Mario in Super Mario World, it's kind of important that the cape power-up slows you down in midair and stuff. So you can kind of glide from platform to platform. Here that's not the case. Tricky maneuver. Here the cape does not help you glide. You can fly with it, but you cannot glide.
Good moves.
Yeah,
Skill.
I don't know what that was.
Pure skill.
Certainly not.
You know the music they use for this part?
Yeah.
This is what I imagine those clouds sound like. It was so nice.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, I'm doing a lot of spinning that I don't want to do. It's weird. I thought I'd be able to gain momentum here, but like later, there's barely any. Huh. That's interesting.
I didn't know what you were gonna do.
It's very possible. Okay. You have a decent amount of control in the air relative to some other stuff that I've played. So I can approve of that. I slightly hate that part just because oh shoot.
No, I'm pretty sure there's a
Platform down here.
yeah. I'm pretty sure there's land down there.
Rats. Curse is foiled again. Okay, we'll want to enter the level probably with the... I don't know if things are power locked, so to speak, where you need a certain power up before you can get another one. But either way, I'm going to go in with the cape, so we can get that other cape for sure. Okay. It's kind of weird. I'm looking at it. Right there. You kind of see where I think the map repeats itself. There's just like a weird circle.
Oh, that circle? Yeah.
Kind of looks unnatural.
It's an unnatural tree. Those look like two guys. Do you see it? Where the coins
shoot.
were?
I didn't see it, no.
I'm gonna distract you so
You distract me. No, I don't need any more distractions.
like the tunnel.
Okay. There's that. I think there's a ghost house coming up actually. Oh, you tricked me.
I didn't trick you.
No, I know you didn't. I'm talking to that guy because he can hear me. I want him to feel regret.
I'm sure that's.
I think this level comes after, in the original game, after another level that we're going to be playing here shortly, Ghost House. So a little reordering of levels going on. Nothing heinous, though. Really, it must be said that this is a very faithful recreation. The question is, how far are we going to be able to get into it? I'm looking at my time here. Got another hour worth of game to do before I need to move on to life and stuff. Alright, up here.
Just like so many eyes staring at me.
Okay, here's another spot where you can cheat. I'd be remiss to not use it. Yeah!
Ooh, get it.
I shouldn't feel proud of that whatsoever. Alright, yeah, here's the level I was talking about. Let's see this.
Ghost house.
Now, in the original game, if this is the one I'm thinking of, and I'm pretty sure it is, yeah, there's a thing you can get by flying upward. Question is that still there? It is! Did I know about this before? Is the next question. I feel like this is something I would have tried. It might just be an easy exit out of the level. Because there aren't any secret exits or extra, you know, places you can go. Okay, so there's that. That was a quick level. Yeah. You gotta speed up, you know, gotta do some speed running and stuff. Yeah, I mean, there's not any secret exit that you're gonna find that's gonna bring you to a new level. If you, in the original game, if you beat that secret exit, you get to the top secret area, where you got power-ups and stuff. But this game doesn't have that. Is these guys.
They look like dorks.
Yeah.
Like they gave them teeth.
This is one of the few enemies from Mario 2 to make his way into this game. Stairs are super weird. Nothing we can't handle, I don't think. Thwomps are pretty aggressive.
Are you supposed to spend them on time?
No, I think we established earlier that that wasn't gonna work.
I was trying to trick you.
Oh, don't trick me. I probably would legitimately forget if you if you kept on saying that. Be like, oh yeah, why haven't we tried that? Sweet. This is so last time it was Reznor because the boss fight was too complicated to recreate on the NES. This time we will actually see one of the Koopa kids. This is redesigned quite a bit. That's a pretty cheap thing. I'm not really sure how it wants us to pull that off.
Probably wants you to become small.
Yeah, you're probably right, and honestly, it's pretty annoying. Oh shoot, there's like a wall up there that you can't see. It kills you! That's lame. That's really lame. Now we don't have a cape. Let's see how this works out. Probably terribly. I feel like this will be much harder to do without any cape shenanigans. Like honestly, not that the cape really helps all that much in this case because you can't fly with it. It just helps you kill enemies, I guess. And you can't glide with it either. So, I guess Big Mario works just as well. But having that extra power-up was nice. And it's like, it's fun because it's like you're re-experiencing, at least in my case, because you didn't have a Super Nintendo at any point, right?
No,
I
didn't.
was pretty positive you didn't.
No, just the one I stole from you.
I'm assuming you'll give that back eventually.
No.
Oh, okay.
No, but I haven't gotten around to buying it. I never had Super Mario World.
Sure.
Never knew what it was.
Oh yeah? You never even saw Super Mario World?
Probably. Oh.
I mean, it's enjoyable to re-experience something that you know.
Like that? Just like that?
Don't know about that. There, Hummer Team.
Is that what you hummed just now?
No, that was
to let them know you have a message for them.
I was exercising the
Sure.
the
I
demons.
didn't know if you just had a hum and they could hear your words.
No. Hummer, I think in the case of Hummer Team, actually refers to the word for pony, because their mascot's a pony called Hummer the Pony.
Is it for My Little Pony?
No, it's not. No.
Are they that kind of people?
I don't think it looks like My Little Pony. It's not very cute.
So you're saying they have an ugly pony?
It is very ugly. His only appearance, to my knowledge, was on a plug-and-play console that they made, called the Samari 60-in-1. These guys are tough to kill with how low the ceiling is. Sweet. Often the castles are people's biggest complaint with the level design in this version.
Well, yeah.
Because it's pretty bad. And it encourages you to have lost a power-up, so that the jumps aren't so ridiculous.
See, like, how are you supposed to do that?
I legitimately don't know.
Like, it's not like the cape glides. It's not like, what's that thing?
That's a one-up mushroom.
But
Alright, let's try and do the boss now. Yeah, I don't know why it's white other than just,
So they made this guy?
Yep, this guy, whoa. They actually put him into the game. Because I think it was easy enough. He just walks back and forth. And actually, he goes on the ceiling, too. If you,
wait long enough.
let him. But we didn't. Alright, so Castle 2 down. Still no save states yet. Not bad.
Not yet.
Not yet. Yeah, that's maybe foreshadowing, I can't tell. Can you kill these guys, I wonder? No. Can't even spin on them. In the original game, you can spin on them and bounce off of them at least. Alright, attempt number 2. This is actually going much smoother than I would have anticipated. It's not easy. These guys look pretty much exactly like how they do in Mario World. It's a pretty good recreation. I think you commented that they look really weird.
They do.
And after you mentioned that, they do seem kind of strangely out of place for Super
Yeah.
Mario World. There's something strange about them.
Don't they?
Yeah, they're odd.
They look like pickles with wings.
Pickles with wings.
I don't feel like that's a Mario type thing.
I think you said it best. You said they look kind of like Zelda guys.
Oh yeah, that's right. That too.
I am
like
inclined to
pickles,
agree. Those guys?
And that's one of these games.
Oh, in this version, yeah. I
Yeah,
guess
they
they do.
look
They
like
have more of a
pickles with wings.
pickles with wings. Yeah, that's okay. Can't hold that against them.
Yeah. You can.
The level recreation is pretty classy. They how does this work? In the original game, this was like a. I guess it was a fire flower. I was trying to think like what was that? Okay. Oh, dude, where are you coming from?
That instantly knocks you
Jeez.
down.
Oh, come on! I had that.
Wait, it looks like they're flipping you off.
Does it? I feel kind of like I was getting that.
Oh, from the mountains in the back.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Oh, sure. Shoot. I mean, it's tough. You gotta admit, with the momentum, how it carries.
Yeah.
Momentum,
Maybe you
guys.
just run across before you even get to him.
Oh, you think I could just do a run?
Maybe.
That's worth
I don't
trying.
know.
We'll see. I don't think so.
No, not now.
Yeah.
See, they're like pickles with butterfly wings.
Pickle pigeon.
Yeah.
That'd be its name if I was behind the naming scheme here. I'd like to know actually what Hummer Team named the enemies at all. They came up with their own names for them or something in the what I assume would be the manual for this game.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm not sure if they had a manual, but if they did, it'd be interesting to know what names they came up with.
Sure.
That was kind of skillful.
Yeah.
These guys, of course, you can't normally kill with Fire Flower, so that's a change.
So you don't get a spin jump, but you get a kill
Yeah.
with fire. That's nice.
This weird enemy placement. I think there used to be a guy who shoveled rocks here, and that's kind of what he's supposed to replace. But not a fan. One issue this game has is that you can't break or make the blocks rotate, which was a pretty essential feature in Super Mario World. It made a lot of the levels work quite differently.
Sure.
So it shows a lot of what can happen if you remove what is a pretty integral component of the game. This looks tricky.
And it was.
Yeah. Huh. That's gonna be tough to do.
You're supposed to spin jump across.
Yeah. Maybe you're right. I'm trying to think here. Spin jump definitely is lower. It seems like a case where it's punishing you once again for having a power-up. Because your head will hit the ceiling much easier. As a veteran Mario player, my immediate thought is how can I cheese this and just avoid it altogether?
Mm-hmm.
Ah! Ah, game over. Shoot. We made it through a good chunk of the game.
Looks like our game's over.
Oh, okay. Well, we can skip straight to World 3, I guess, and try and pick up from where we left off. But you know what? I'm actually going to take some time here since we've played quite a decent amount of it. I'd like to see some of what the new levels are like.
Yeah.
So let's go into World 5, because I believe the game ends at World 4.
Okay.
Let's go into World 5 and see what we got. Back up a little bit.
Ambiance.
Yeah, it's cool. So this is...
What are the water levels like?
I think they're pretty normal.
Okay.
Okay, so this is normally where the game would end, right up there.
Okay.
So this would be the first level of the second half.
Those trees had faces.
Yeah, the trees have faces. You didn't notice that?
I noticed that. I don't have my glasses, so I couldn't see it until I looked closer.
Ah, sure. Bailey's blind.
Yeah.
She doesn't actually know what she's even doing right now.
Don't know where I'm at. Don't know what I'm doing. Don't know what I'm talking about.
She thinks she's streaming right now, but it's actually all been an elaborate ruse.
Yeah. Okay, I have a question. What's wrong with Yoshi's butt?
What do you mean what's wrong with Yoshi's butt?
It's red.
Stop shaming Yoshi.
No, if you look at it when you're not on it, it's all red.
The saddle?
Like the saddle and his butt. They're like different colors from Yoshi's head. Is that normal?
What the heck?
I don't know.
You got stuck there for a second.
See, like, it just doesn't look right. He's not even cool with it. See that face he's making?
Oh, I mean, I don't think you could be okay with it. It's kind of a bum rap Yoshi's got here. No!
Yeah, just try getting back on that.
Yeah, it's too late. Ran himself off a cliff. And I accidentally did a spin jump. Spin jump's definitely a good tactic, I guess, for doing those low ceiling stuff.
Yeah.
Okay,
sure.
attempt number 2. I wonder if there's any, like, big speed runs of this game out there. I assume there is. It's, like, the most well-known NES bootleg. In fact, I might have watched a speed run of it myself. I'm thinking about it.
But if not, you could do it.
I could do it.
Yeah.
I'm a speedrun champion. Oh,
Look at that.
moly. Guys, welcome to Michael's crazy
Should throw some behind it.
crazy stunts.
That's crazy.
What caused that, I wonder?
I have no idea.
It seems, I guess it's just... I'm gonna beat this level in 0 A presses.
You're gonna like lag it down so bad.
Is this a known glitch? We froze it!
Wow. Good job.
Apologies for everyone at home.
Good job.
That was something. I don't know if that's ever been done before. I wonder if that's a something that can be exploited.
Probably.
We'll have to see, I guess.
You
Okay,
at least,
playing it for real this time.
you could at least
Those
use it
police
multiple
sirens are
times.
coming. Yeah, you can
'Cause
use
your-
them multiple
your
times.
Hacking skills got at an illegal level.
Yeah, they found out I'm playing bootleg games. Like, we got him. It'd be really interesting to know. Like, I think, I don't know, but this is just my, probably affection for the whole idea of this game. It seems like you gotta do it really fast for that to work. Sirens are still coming. Ah! Okay. Interesting. So that there's a little, you got a little bit of time after Yoshi eats something. Come on, guys. Where you can hit it again. And it'll do 2 of whatever is currently in his mouth.
Oh, sure.
That might be something you could actually use.
I bet. The star doesn't seem to help at all. Like with the whole running and lag stuff. It makes it so much slower.
It makes it feel weird because the music is like kind of jarring. That song is anyway.
Yeah.
And then it's just adding to it with the lag. Oh. Okay, buddy. Boo!
Let's just say you beat it and go to the next level.
You want to?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that was pretty lame. I don't really feel like that was my fault.
Definitely.
At this point, we're kind of taking a tour of the game now more than anything. This is like a tour through the Mario's world. Alright, so this would be the second ghost house, I think, in the game. I really like their faces, it's weird.
Oh,
shoot! Yeah, they got like weird chubby faces. This will be tough. We can do it though. We got the skills.
Yeah, I could have done that for sure.
You want to give it a try?
No.
Whenever you want to take over again.
Okay.
Okay, here you go. You know, Bailey's playing
Just
championship speedrunner.
Taking a stroll. Gonna go stroll.
They're kind of hilarious. This might be one of the better pieces of music. This is in the castle music. What?
What? How are you supposed to do that?
He's like.
You.
What would you give the game, Bailey? How much would you pay for this game?
$2.
$2? Yeah.
No, I'm just joking. 120 right now.
Well, we saw a copy on eBay, and I mean, this game doesn't show up. Well, it wasn't the full version. It was the one that I reviewed. We saw a copy on eBay, and it was like what? It was quite a bit.
Like what, 70 or something?
Yeah, I think so. It was.
Oh, well, that was that other one. That was Zelda.
Oh,
Zelda
yeah. We saw a Link to the Past game we played forever ago too, and they like showed up within a week of each other.
Yeah.
And they're both pretty hard to find. This one definitely is rarer.
Yeah.
But it goes for quite a bit.
I bet it was around 90.
90. That seems about right. And it's conflicting for me because I asked myself how much I would pay for it, and like at first I'm inclined to say I wouldn't pay that much, but then I think how much would I ask for it, and it's around $90.
Yeah.
You know, so
it's like
it's like a fair price, but it wasn't something that was in our budget at the time. But eventually I will. Oh my God, that was ridiculous. What even happened there? What the heck? This is brutal.
But yeah, it's like, who has the money for that?
Yeah.
You know.
It's like really cool, but it's just it was expensive.
Yeah, and it's not like you can go buy bootleg games every week for $90.
Yeah.
You wish you could.
Interestingly enough, I don't know why, but you know what? Really good bootleg game usually goes for like $13. It's a pirate original.
Yeah, what's that?
Donkey Kong Country 4. And
I saw, well, like, I guess the original copy of that?
Yeah, even the original shows up all the time on eBay for like $13.
Or are you talking about that time one?
No.
Oh.
That one's expensive. All the Game Boy games seem to be pretty expensive. I haven't really seen those on eBay at all.
Yeah. Except for that one. There was that one Donkey Kong Time one.
The reproduction.
It was a reproduction, yeah.
Which is so weird to me. I think the people who sell reproductions of pirate originals are
scam artists?
Kind of hacks, in a way, yeah. I saw someone selling Super Donkey Kong 99, which is arguably one of the worst pirate originals ever made, for like $40, and I thought it was a total scam. Because you're kind of implying it's like, oh, it's this rare game, you know, rare Donkey Kong game. Some people call it a homebrew. It's like, no, these aren't homebrew games. These are, you know, Chinese black market, sometimes Russian produced games, and they're created in many ways, especially the Genesis games. It seems with the intent to just rip people off. I kind of get that feeling from Super Mario World 64 in a slight way, and especially Super Donkey Kong 99 is just a. Oh, you got me up to this part now. I take over.
Yeah.
It's just not very good in any sense. There was very little. Man.
Oh, there's like nothing you can do there.
A lot of people have asked me to do a review of this version.
Oh,
like a
version?
Yeah, a follow-up revision.
Like part 2.
Yeah. I don't know if I want to, but
because you like the first one so much.
I do. I really like. I think that it works kind of perfectly because the levels, like, we got really far in it. You know.
Yeah.
We were able to get through over half of the game with not too much trouble.
Sure.
And we could have made it farther had we gone back and, you know, picked up some one-ups and done that, but
that pace.
yeah. It all looks kind of weird. Once again, I appreciate what Hummer Team is doing here. Assuming that this was completed by Hummer Team. I think it was. I don't know who else would have done it. But it is worth noting that the rest of the game's levels are on the first cartridge. They're just kind of unfinished. So the question is, did someone come along later who's like, okay, I can, you know, complete what they had here, and they stick it on a multi-card.
Finish what they started.
Yeah, I'm really not sure who released it. If the JOI company released it, then I'd assume it's Hummer Team behind it, but otherwise. I actually think part of the reason why Donkey Kong Country 4 is more common, even though it's really just as good as this one in a lot of respects, is because I think the majority of those cartridges were released after 2001. I think it was a little bit more prevalent than this one.
Yeah.
Because you look at the labels for Donkey Kong 4, and they're all of Melee screenshots, pretty much. I mean, I'd have to look again, but I think the original one uses like a more traditional Donkey Kong Country label, which I've also seen that one on eBay for cheap too. But this is sort of an interesting observation. If you would have ducked, you would have had it. That was really close.
Oh, darn it.
Can I get another try?
No.
Ah, jeez.
Yeah, you can try.
Okay.
Can you get my sick Star Wars reference there?
Sick Star Wars reference.
They'll finish what they started.
Oh, yeah, that is Star Wars. Hey, Star Wars came out on Blu-ray yesterday, and you know what? It's still good.
Yeah. Except now you need to buy surround sound system for it.
Hey, what's that guy doing there? That guy wasn't there before.
He messed it up.
They're freaking out. Top of the screen, they're coming for me. I messed this up so bad. I think you play it a lot quicker, which is, I think, a good strategy. Jeez. The boos don't have the same properties as they do in normal Mario games, where they stop looking when you get near or whatever.
Messed it up.
Oh my God. How? If that guy wouldn't have killed me, and he shouldn't have been able to.
No, he shouldn't have.
I would have been able to get through there.
Yeah.
We'll move on to the next level here after our lives run out, unless we're able to get through it. But we're getting hung up here. The great part about this version is that it basically you just have the levels at your disposal. They wanted to play a Mario level on your NES, or hello, poor Chinese or possibly Russian family, though I don't think this was really distributed in Russia as much. You can't afford a Super Nintendo / Super Nintendos don't exist in this country.
Oh, I pressed down.
Yeah, I don't think you can press down while you're running.
No, I lifted it up and it should listen to me. It's its fault. It's
understandable.
I do this last night. I can't. I'll fail.
But like nothing about it puzzles you. To quote Shigesato Itoi.
Who's that?
When he was on Iron Chef. You know who Shigesato Itoi is.
Who's that?
Come on.
Is that a food?
Yeah. How'd you know? That was a famous quote by Pork Chop.
Wow, pork chops.
Nothing about it puzzles you. Hyphen pork chop. Huh? Did you freeze it?
No. Look, they're still moving.
Are they?
He's still moving.
But they're like... Alright, well that's a sign from the game to move on to the next level, I think.
No! I want to get past that part. I hate it.
Alright. Next level. Let me just steal the controller here. It's this water level. Oh, water levels. You like water levels, don't you? I'm not a nerd, I'm cool. There should be a feather in there. Well, actually, this will be a mushroom right now. But later it'll be a feather. Look at that nerd. Oh, was those weird you went to your climbing animation there for a second? Huh.
I did. Who are these guys?
I don't know what their names are, but yeah, they're pretty weird.
Are they in the original?
Yep.
I mean, they don't look like that, though, do they?
They look more normal, I think.
They look like weird guys with pencils stuck through them.
I think they're urchins of some kind.
Yeah, I get that one. Like, they just look like they have pencils stuck through them.
Yeah. Super Mario World is, it's got some weird enemies. And I kind of like that. And then the commercial for it said something like it's a bit weirder. I also said it's a bit more realistic, which isn't true, and I think people made fun of that before. But definitely weirder in some senses. Rip off. I think the most impressive thing I've heard about this full version is that the final level you actually have the real Bowser fight, which was pretty complex from the original game. I don't know if you recall, but you have to grab things and throw them at Bowser, and he's in the giant clown vehicle thing, and they were able to pull that off, but they weren't able to pull off some of the other boss fights. So I think that overall, let me think here. You got 4 of the regular. You get 4 Koopa Kids, 2 Reznors, and then Bowser. So not bad. Nice little mix. Though repeating the Reznor fight is kind of annoying and a little bit lame. But I mean, the original Mario World did that too. They were the boss of every single fortress, and there was no real variety. So
there you go.
So I mean, yeah, it's sort of providing a kind of realistic take on that. And the ones they cut out is understandable, because they're both essentially the same fight repeated. In Mario World, you had, well, maybe there's 3 Reznor fights, actually, now that I think about it. No, there's 2, because I think they cut out one of the final palaces completely, and just go straight to Bowser. So, the Koopa Kid fights that they cut out, though, make sense. The one that they cut out was probably just because it would be kind of a technical difficulty, I guess. And then, of course, there's the first fight they cut out, which is definitely a system thing. And that one's repeated towards the end of the game. So it pulled you into it?
Yeah.
That's weird.
I was going along fine, and then it pulled me into its spikes. I was right underneath.
I think you were pretty close to the end there, too.
Yeah. Well...
I guess it's neat that they put these extra live farming houses in, but
it helps.
Yeah. it kind of works like a save point almost, you know,
Yeah.
because you can always go back to that spot and make sure that you have enough lives if you care to. I would really like to see someone finish that graphics restoration project, because I talked about it in my Mario World 64 video, and it looked really good.
And the community was like, "Yeah, we're gonna do this."
That's what they said. They said, "Hello, Mike the Gamer Guy, a famous YouTube sensation. We're gonna bring this back for you." I said, "Oh,
thanks, guys.
hey,
whatever.
thanks, guys. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's pretty cool."
Whatever you want to waste your time doing, I don't care.
He looks weird when he's falling
Yeah.
like that. He kind of becomes like a weird marshmallow guy or something.
So it's like, or he just doesn't know how to fall down.
Yeah, Mario, learn how to fall already. Jeez. Get it together. Nice. Just hug the wall here. I don't think you need to... If I remember right from the original Mario World, you don't need to bother with over there. This is a coin or something. Oof. I thought he was going to get you with the hit detection. I thought it was going to screw you up.
Nope. It can't screw me up.
I think you got this. The exit should be coming up. Oh! Ooh, for real.
Look at that, you led
I led you astray. I was
to
totally wrong. I'm sorry.
try to get rid of me.
Shoot. Well, I don't think it was like that in the original game. Granted, in the original game there was like another secret path anyway that you could take that would give you a key. So they had to redesign it to some extent because there's no secret exits. Or, okay, I guess we established earlier there are secret exits.
Oh, that guy.
Oh man, poor guy. He doesn't have his fish body.
Oh,
now he has to...
but not his eyeballs.
Yeah, maybe go through here. How bad is the bouncing off the ceiling?
Not too bad, probably. I'm not trying to do it.
Sure. I assigned a turbo button if you want to swim turbo like.
No, that's cool.
Water levels can be kind of relaxing. People criticize water levels a lot for. You almost had it.
I almost had it.
I think you got it this time, probably.
Yeah, I know that I don't listen to you.
Don't blame me.
Oh, go down there.
I've never played this before. I don't know anything.
Avoid the coin.
Avoid the coin.
We went directly to the coin.
Yeah. Well, what can I say?
Yes. Failed.
What can I say? Oh yeah, I'm sorry, I failed you.
Yeah.
So for birthday stream, I don't know if there is going to be one at this point. What do you think?
Yeah, I don't know.
If there is, we'll think of something.
Is that what you were asking me earlier?
I don't know, probably. I can't remember. That's why I'm kind of playing this, though, is just in case we aren't able to do one.
So this
it's kind of like a...
Okay, let's pause the game, change the title, birthday stream.
No.
Official.
No. Well, might do something tomorrow, too. I don't know. And Friday. I mean, there's still time to do birthday-related stuff, but...
Wait, is that... No, this is good. Yeah, there's still time.
The plan of doing, like, an all-out birthday Mike and Game stream, it's looking probably like a no on that.
Unless it's what you want. Like, honestly, it can change. You don't have to take you to your first ever birthday party.
My first ever birthday party.
Oh,
No, I don't have a problem with what we're doing. It was just more like a just a general statement about. See, I don't think you want to go all the way up though. Well, I guess you can take this route down. It's a little more dangerous.
Doesn't really matter. What do you mean it's more dangerous?
What are you doing?
What?
What?
What? I was hoping I could go through.
Okay, just go.
Yeah. That's what he's like. That's what he should sound like.
I'm gonna make an audio hack for it, so that we can all get the true Mario sound effects that we always wanted.
Yeah.
They could totally do that too.
See,
same way.
I could have made it. I forget that that guy's there. I'll never make it. Sad.
I can't tell if the screen's zoomed in any more than Mario Worlds is. I feel like it's slightly zoomed in.
Probably.
But overall, it looks pretty good. It's kind of weird. I do consider this, and there's no reason to, but I consider this canon in the Mario Brothers games for NES. Like, if someone were to ask me, you know, what's your favorite Mario game on NES, I wouldn't say this. Because my favorite game's probably USA.
Sure.
But it would be a game that I would think of.
Yeah.
So I kind of consider this as part of that initial family of games, even though it really is illegitimate.
Illegitimate children.
Mm-hmm. Can we just make more screens? I like it when we made all those screens.
Yeah.
Made the game crash.
You don't like how I do it?
No, this is fine too. I'm just saying. Wasn't that amazing when we made all those screens?
Yeah, no, that's good. That's good times.
We could bounce forever. That's another interesting thing too, is seeing like the differences in glitches between, you know, the two games. Because this one's programmed all from the ground up. It's not using any Mario World code or assets or anything because they didn't have access to any of that. Okay, remember that guy. Ah, cool. You did it.
I did it.
This level's going on for a while.
See, what I'm afraid of is there's gonna be a fish that's not rendering, and then I'm gonna die.
Yeah, that's true.
Like right now, just wait, there's gonna be a fish.
It doesn't handle a bunch of graphics all at once very well.
I thought that guy was gonna poke me.
Which, I mean, makes sense, but at the same time is... Oh, this is kind of tough.
Yeah.
Is he going to go all the way down now? He is. So the coin was stopping him. Interesting.
Interesting.
Jeez. Oh, I did not think you were going to make it. This is panic attack inducing. I'm on the edge of my seat. Okay. Oh, man!
Does that hurt you?
That does.
Does that hurt?
Should we move on to the next level?
Yeah.
Okay. You're going back into it.
Yeah. I'll be, like, when I complete it, I'll be totally
Oh.
cool with moving on. I'm joking.
You
You just don't wanna be in pain again.
It was so close. The level goes on for quite a while. Like, it's lengthy. Huh?
Do you see what I did?
No.
I almost died.
I'm just thinking about how close we probably were there. At the end.
Well, we'll just see.
Water levels are generally still more relaxing than
most.
Than other levels, yeah.
Why is that going to stop that guy?
Yeah, I was just thinking that too.
Whee.
Must be the angle or something.
Probably. Why is he going that way now?
He's out to get you, Bay. The forces of evil. The water music's nice.
Yeah.
It's pretty well done. I don't think it's as high pitched as some of the other stuff is.
Sure.
Some of what people might consider a little more grating. Do you want to use the turbo button for swimming?
What is the turbo button?
It's this one, I think.
You just.
I didn't do anything. That was all on you.
No, it wasn't. I wasn't even near that guy. What button?
Oh my god, it makes a scary noise. That's your punishment for using a turbo controller. Shoot.
That shouldn't have
No, it shouldn't have. Man, this level's beginning to...
Is it getting to you?
Yeah.
You hate it?
Well, this one level in particular is just...
Turbo only.
Turbo only?
It will only move in my turbo power suit.
Turbo state. I find it interesting.
Sounds like a motorboat.
Yeah, it does. It's appropriate. I'm thinking like Mario World for SNES has all these glitches that people have been able to pull off. Where like the most recent one, this guy reprogrammed Mario World from within Mario World to play a version of Flappy Bird. Have you seen this?
Yeah.
He did it all by hand in an hour. And I'm thinking, if you tried anything even remotely close to that in this game, like the same basic techniques like arbitrary code execution and stuff, you would just get this. It would crash every time, I guarantee you. And that's like what separates a Nintendo product from something like this, is that Nintendo, like, it's solid software, you know.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't break easy. It's amazing what you can get away with, especially the Pokemon games. That's true. Like the stuff you can do in those games from within the games is crazy.
Sure.
Being able to, I mean, I always talk about the Zazaz glitch, but the stuff he's been able to pull off with Pokemon Gen 1 games is truly mind-boggling and really impressive. Here, I think that, you know, too many screens on the screen is going to make it crash. Something people are making kind of a big deal about is, apparently there's a glitch in Paper Mario. No, I think it's one more over.
Oh, there it is.
I think that's just his initial spawn point is weird. Not that you can't touch it.
Sure.
But there's a glitch in Paper Mario that people discovered that would take something like 416 years to complete.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. But, like, all it does is crash the game, and I'm sort of just left thinking, like, I'm sure there's a ton of stuff that would happen if you left a game on for 416 years, you know, in the first place.
Sure.
So it seemed kind of pointless to me.
Huh.
Okay. Yeah, they put a guy there so you wouldn't do that, I guess. Okay, watch out. Oh. I thought maybe he'd go all the way down. In the original version, these guys are all a character called Rip Van Fish. Oh.
What's the point in that?
Yeah, I guess there was. I think there was one of those in the original too.
Why?
That's really crappy.
I don't get what the point
You
is.
only have 100 seconds. You're very close to the end. Maybe if you...
What? Can we, like... Can I have a safe state?
A safe state? Okay. Make an exception here for you.
But this will be a safe state towards my pile and no safe states near pile.
Oh, okay. This is a Bailey safe state. Yep.
Got it.
This is the advantage of having safe states, is that when they throw crazy, stupid stuff like this at you, you have a backup.
Makes it easier.
It's one advantage to playing games on emulators, especially these bootlegs.
I don't know if I can make it.
Bailey. Yes! And look, you didn't use a save state. Look,
yes.
Look at that. You haven't really used it.
Yeah, I'm
All right.
awesome.
Can I try the castle here?
Yeah.
We got 15 minutes left of stream time.
No, we got 30 minutes.
I guess you technically are. Yeah. True enough. Oh, look at that guy. So initially, this isn't actually based on Castle 5. This is
okay, I'm gonna do it again.
Definitely Castle 6 stuff.
Definitely.
Definitely.
Castle 6. We all know it.
We all know it. We've all seen it before. I don't even know why I'm talking about it, honestly, because we all know about it so well.
Come on, Michael.
Me and you need to play original Super Mario World. We'll get through the game.
Yeah.
So I guess we technically beat it that one time on stream.
Technically.
Though that was like the quickest, easiest way to beat the game, and kind of
I keep second guessing.
It takes away some of what the game has going on. Currently, for those of you who want to know what's going on in the news, it says that CNN Rockstar Rock CNN or something like that.
Yeah.
Basically, a filler news story. So nothing's happening in the world. It's official.
What happens with the turbo button here? Like,
that was kind of weird. It looked like he was skating on the ground.
The top one?
Yeah. Well, no, they're both turbo buttons.
Oh.
This one's B turbo. This one's A turbo.
Okay.
Yes. Is that B or A?
What, B?
Can I
4?
Can I take a look?
3, 2. I want to do one more.
Okay.
Sorry. I'll give it back eventually.
Let's see. I don't imagine the other one would do much good other than make you hop around a little bit.
Okay, you can have it.
Oh, okay. Here we go. I'm interested in seeing what that B thing does. I doubt it does anything, but it looks weird. There's a similar type glitch in that's kind of creepy. It's a haunted Mario game.
I'll get through the first part.
It's alright. Here you go. No, it's alright. Let me see your skills.
No, not the first part. Just get through the first jumps. With crazy jumps.
Crazy jumps.
Crazy bad jumps. You see that?
You didn't jump at all.
Yeah,
I came here to see jumps.
They didn't do it. It's the game's fault.
Tisk tisk.
It wasn't me. It was the game.
It's usually true with these bootlegs, actually.
Yeah, that's why it's easy to lie.
Yeah. Wait, what?
What?
Mario's little guy face is not stolen from Mario 3. Interestingly enough, that is a Mario World sprite that they ripped and didn't really rip, but they redrew.
Oh, I almost made it.
I can only assume that they had the Mario head laying around somewhere, so they just did a copy paste.
Yeah.
Did some copy pasta on that.
I had to sort through their heads to find it.
Yeah, they have a collection of those. I mean, like, I assume that's what a lot of pirate game developers do. Like, I've seen the Adventure Island hack. Same thing goes on there. They had Adventure Island and they just replaced it with Mario's head. And they cared so little that actually the end of the game is, you see, that gets really complicated. Yeah, that's an issue that's pretty pervasive.
My advice is go fast.
Gotta go fast?
Gotta go fast.
Moving at the speed of sound. Fastest plumber around.
Yeah, you already done goofed.
I'm goofed?
Nah, you did fine.
Here would have been a good time to go fast.
Yeah, you can jump over him if you run.
Alright. Oops.
You're way stressful about jumping than I felt.
Yeah,
Your
but
jumps are stressful.
I gotta have some stress. That's how I got good at games.
Is it?
I stressed about it, yeah.
Yeah. That's why you're so bold now.
Yeah. It was the games did it to me. Let's check out World. Well, I would like to beat that castle just to say we did.
Then we can maybe do the last 2 worlds.
Yeah.
Or something.
Might come back to it.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
Who knows?
Sometimes it's just fun to play a game, to stream a game. You don't really need
and not
to
stress out about them.
And about completing them and stuff. Sometimes stressing out though's fun. Sometimes. I think Star Road was a good example of that. Does that make you feel weird?
Uh-oh.
Ah, shoot. That one's tough because of the 2 of them.
So weird.
I think we're getting close though. In the original game, this would be chainsaws or saw blades, I guess.
Yeah.
And of course there you could spin jump on them. I don't think I can spin on these guys. Yeah.
No.
Which is something of an issue. because makes things a little more complicated. I think a lot of people didn't know you can spin jump on them in the original game though, so like I didn't know that first time playing through. I knew that Yoshi didn't have a problem with them or whatever. Like, I'm not even sure I knew that actually. I knew that Yoshi could jump on some of the stuff that Mario couldn't, but it's one of those little things that you learn when you play the game for so long. Woo!
Oh, you missed something. Can we go back?
I don't think so.
There's like a secret.
Hello,
item.
Patrick Power 2013. Welcome to the stream. What the heck? How do I get up there?
Jump on the skeleton.
No, that guy kills
Get a
me. I
cape.
think. Oh, you're probably right. Alright. So I've never played this castle before, so it'll be interesting to see how this plays out. Really? It's great to hear. Wow. Really appreciate that. Yeah, me too. So, oh no, I didn't get a checkpoint either, did I?
Cheap.
Cheap, yeah, that was a little bit cheap. Yeah, I'm hoping to find some more things to talk about here soon, but I'm actually running a little bit low on pirate games that I immediately want to talk about, but right now it's my goal actually to go over all of the Super Mario World pirate games that there are out there. And I know that there's at least one more that I haven't covered, but I don't think it's dumped yet. Shoot. That's great to hear. That's awesome. Look, Bailey, I've inspired somebody.
You're an inspiration for us all.
That's really cool, though. Once you get into stuff, definitely send me a message or whatever, and I'll take a look at it. I think that there's... I don't really have enough stuff to watch right now on YouTube, I feel like, so I could always go for more material. So I'm thinking... The second half of the game seems more difficult. And I mean, that's how it should be for any game, really. But
it seems better. I don't know. I think it's better.
You like it more?
Just did that.
I feel like it's a little more unfair.
Yeah, definitely. That makes it better.
It makes it better depending on what kind of personality type you have.
Yeah.
For me, I'm an A-type personality.
Yeah.
For me, I'm kind of in between. I'm really not.
I like the water level. That's all I like.
You like the water level?
Kind of mean. But the water level was mean too. You know.
Yeah.
Long.
Like, I think of Mario Lost Levels, and that's a game I've criticized quite a bit for its difficulty. Shoot, that one's the most difficult part. Yeah, I've always ranked this one. We're playing the second half, which I'm not familiar with. I've only played the first part. I think I mentioned that earlier. And this, at least for the first half, it is my favorite D-make out there that I've played so far. I'd be hard-pressed to think of something better. Though Donkey Kong Country 4 is very good too. I don't know if you've played that one. There's a few Donkey Kong Country games, actually, that I could cover still. One of them I streamed before, it's called Donkey Kong Country Banana Boat. I keep on making the same mistake. Yeah, I totally agree. The controls are two wacky ones. You should. There's a few... There's quite a few. You've got Super Donkey Kong, just Super Donkey Kong, which is a D-make of Donkey Kong Land, I think. You got Donkey Kong Country 4, which is the Hummer Team game. It's quite good. A little bit challenging, but very similar to this in many respects. Donkey Kong Banana Boat, which is a wonderful thing. Yeah, 4 is the one that I would go for. Oh, what?
See, that's what happened to me when I tried it earlier. It made you
Shoot.
slide. That's cool.
Yeah. We might move on to this after this level. Check out a little bit more of the game. I wanted to beat it though.
Yeah, we gotta beat it.
Okay, I'm losing my touch. Let's go on to the next world.
Ouch.
Did you hurt your foot?
No.
I think you hurt your foot. You're cradling your foot in pain, so.
Oh, I'm not in pain. It's just cold. So cold.
It's a weird,
Weird music. I feel like I'm in Earthbound now. Sounds like the Earthbound.
Really? Was it a Famicom cartridge or like an NES cartridge? Usually they're Famicom cartridges. Nearly always. Oh, the shell's stuck down there. Have we ever found a Famicom cartridge out in the wild, Bailey? I'm trying to think. Bootleg was. I guess you did, right?
What did I find?
You found the penguin cartridge thing.
Oh, no. Mom found that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she found
That was
that
your
at
mom?
Goodwill and bought it for me.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
That was kind of a common Famiclone that's out there. Came with a cartridge that's a proprietary thing. And unfortunately, even though we could get the console to turn on, it didn't have controllers, which were essential to it all.
Would have been nice if you could just use NES with it, but
yeah, unfortunately, no. This one looks like it can be hit. I guess not.
maybe you can gently graze it from the side, and it'll
Ah, plug and play. Dream Gear, yeah. Those things. I got a few Dream Gears laying around. Some of those games are just awful. Worse than pretty much anything you'll ever find from Hummer Team. I can't think of a single thing Hummer Team's ever made that's worse than some of those really bad Dream Gear games. Me and Tom did a playthrough of a 70, was it a 71? It was like some ridiculous multi-cart thing. This level's tough too. Jeez, these levels are all really difficult here at this point.
I bet I can beat it.
I'm sure you can.
I can.
You throw yourself at anything for long enough and you'll be able to get through it. Cool. I'd definitely like to see what,
That's my skill level right there.
just running headlong into him.
Gotta run
I'd like to see what all it's got on it. You got me a Dream Gear thing for my birthday one time.
What did I get you?
It was that thing that Sullivan's had, the food store.
Yeah.
And it was like a 15-in-1 or something.
Yep. It's weird.
It is weird. There's a few Dream Gear games which are not terrible.
I did not hit that turtle.
That's what you think. The game has a different opinion. What?
Get it?
And Bill Clinton.
What? That was me right there.
Sure. Do you do garage sales a lot? Because that's the #1 way I think I've gotten like 2 NESs now off of garage sales. And a ton of games and stuff.
Yeah.
Genesis are really easy to find.
Yeah. I wish there was more. We've only found like, I've only seen one SNES. I wish there was more like that.
Super Nintendo, yeah. Games are pretty easy to find for Super Nintendo though, I found.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how I got Mario All-Stars Plus World. Oh yeah. I think our snow's finally letting up here, so we're just gonna start seeing garage sales again.
Yeah, well, there's predicted to be another snowstorm, so.
Really?
What? I'm doing great.
You're jumping into the guy.
No, I'm doing great. You just don't understand how good I am at this.
Yeah, that's a really good deal. 5 games, all the hookups, 2 controllers for a Genesis. That's a pretty nice find.
Yeah, that is.
Do you see how the shell bounced off from the top of the screen?
Yeah, that's so weird.
I think this is a new record for you. Isn't it?
Yeah. See, until he did that.
Yeah.
I timed it perfect.
That's pretty great. That's a really good deal. What's the best deal we got? I'm trying to think.
I don't know. I remember haggling people and making them mad that one time. Oh, for GameCube games, I got like a pouch of them.
Oh, that's right. I think Melee was in there and stuff, wasn't
it?
Yeah. Yeah. That was pretty good.
I got it for like $5 or something.
Teleported you under the level? That's pretty cool. We found a glitch earlier where we were able to crash the game by spawning in a bunch of springs.
Okay, so when he dies, does he not look naked?
Look naked?
He does, doesn't he?
I don't know. I haven't paid attention. I'll take a look, I guess.
Because of...
I guess he kind of does. It's kind of weird. A naked hot dog. That's a pretty good descriptor. If I make a revision review of this for whatever reason. Yeah, I guess from what I can tell, Yoshi, when you hit the B button, if he has something in his mouth, it produces. If you hit it fast enough, it produces 2 of whatever was in there. And I suspect you can do it more actually. Can I give it another try real quick?
I'm so good at this.
Well, I think we're gonna skip here to the end just to see what that's like, because I really want to see that too. Personally, I find that the first half of the game is enough for me. I think the second part is cool, but non-essential. Shoot. Okay.
No, that's why, because it kills you.
It's true, it does every time. Let's go to World 7.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Oh, it's a level right away. Oh, is this just gonna be Bowser? Wait, no. What is this?
Castle.
I've never seen anything like this before. $5 NES game for $2.50 a piece. That's pretty good.
What were they?
Oh yeah, that's a good question. What all did you get? I think we found some pretty interesting stuff.
Yeah. I think more so we find people who want to overcharge for everything though.
Yeah.
Like that nice lady with the SNES that you like.
Yeah, that was.
Or the people who ran us out of their store because
what the heck? Oh yeah, there's this thrift store in town with an Atari console in the back.
With tons of games.
Yeah, with a ton of games. It's a thrift store. They sell things there. There's Atari, but it's not for sale.
Yeah, we asked to look at it and they won't let us.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't know. Never quite figured that out.
Yeah, but then that SNES, how much did she want for that?
She wanted a ridiculous amount for it. I think you were able to get at least one of the games, right? Weren't you able to get Turtles in Time? Or did you get that one later?
I got that later.
Shoot, this is really annoying.
Disc Replay had Turtles in Time, I think. Or, yeah, no, they had Turtles in Time. Disc Replay.
Disc Replay had it?
Yeah. There was some guy in Rock Falls that I got all those NES games from.
Oh yeah, you found Metal Storm for a ridiculously good price. Like Metal Storm 15. Is an excellent game.
Yeah, I think I paid $15 for it. Or
and you got
like a weird bundle.
TMNT 3 as well, which is another pretty hard to find game overall.
Yeah.
And EverDrive. I haven't gotten EverDrive yet, but I plan on getting one. If not for my SNES, then for my Famicom, definitely.
Oh yeah, Famicom one. That one's expensive though. How much do they want for the red one?
For the red one, it was like... Well, it depends actually on if you want to have a case for it or not.
Oh.
I can't believe I pulled that off.
No, that's ridiculous.
More of this.
Yeah. Like, how much did they want for it?
I think it was like around 120, I think.
Yeah.
What? Oh, come on.
Yeah, I agree. Outrage.
See, the thing with the NES EverDrive, I'm not entirely sure of this. I can't be 100% sure, but...
The lockout chip?
Not the lockout chip, because the Famicom doesn't have a lockout chip, which is nice.
Yeah.
The problem is mappers, and I think that pirate mappers don't work with it. So I wouldn't be able to play some of these bootlegs that I'd like to. ROM hacks is a positive. That's something, too, where I think about EverDrives as something maybe I shouldn't try spinning on them. Maybe that's not worth it. Super Nintendo EverDrive, that's a huge thing for me, is getting to play Mario World ROM hacks.
Yeah.
Especially the idea of making my own hack and then playing it is really appealing to me. But that's that way for the Famicom too. And then for a while I wanted a EverDrive for my Famicom so that I could do disk system games. But now I have a disk system since about a year ago. So that's not so much a thing anymore. Yeah, I think it's easier just to do some jumping.
So go down first and probably go back up.
It's kind of stupid though. Like what it's got going there.
Oh.
You think that it goes bottom, yeah? Not middle, right?
No,
Top.
I think what it's gonna do is it's gonna go up, down, up, down, up, down, all the way through. Until maybe the end where it'll go through the middle.
Ah, cool.
That works. Some things work out.
Some things work out.
Like me, I want a 24-hour Harvest Moon stream, but no one does that.
We'll have a 24-hour Harvest Moon stream? We should play Harvest Moon when we do our 24-hour stream. Shoot.
The slowest game ever. You'll never get anywhere.
We could do something where we have multiple games going at once.
Oh, yeah. Try that.
You have to see. Speedruns of the SNES version, I assume, right? I'm no speedrunner by any stretch of the imagination, though I like to pretend I am. I'd like to see how fast I can get through the game with warps, because I know that route really well. Sweet. Okay. It's interesting because earlier we saw that they had the bouncing fireball, so I wonder why they didn't use it.
Yeah.
Because that's how it was in the original. Those guys look really pretty good, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Shoot. Alright. Tight corners make me feel uncomfortable. Alright. Are we at the end? Ooh, this is the final passage.
Okay.
So far, this level's been pretty decent on the difficulty.
Except right there.
I don't agree. Alright. Okay, well, I guess that wraps up the stream then. Thanks for stopping by. It was really great talking with you. Interested to see what you do with your videos and everything. And we'll be back tomorrow, probably, for more streams of something. Right. See you then.